So again, welcome. Pause. Get my thoughts together. Welcome. I am the most determined soul, C.J. Berry, the leader of Waves and Waves of People in Determination. CJ is who I am. MD Soul is what I am. So you guys can just call me CJ. I really don't mind it. And today, yes, today, we are doing King of Fighters 2003. We're doing Rate That Fighter. We're going to have a good time. Let's do this thing.
Waves and Waves.
And with King of Fighters 2003, this is the start of the Ash saga. Yeah. Remember that now he was a very controversial character. I hate to say it, but we come a long way since the 2000 era, because he was a little feminine and had dressed like kind of had the female look to him. It caused a lot of controversy in the game, but you know, it is what it is. This has a 37-man roster. Like I said, starts the Ash saga. The new feature here is this multi-shift feature. It's the actual 3-on-3 tag team gameplay with this one. This is what makes it really good. You have some special guests from Mark of the Wolves. I think it's Tizak and Gato. And really, King of Fighters also introduces, King of Fighters 2003 introduces the tactical leader system, in which one team leader is designated by the player as the leader. It's kind of similar to what they were doing before in King of Fighters 2001, but it's with the twist. The leader of each team is granted an exclusive move known as the leader super special move. And these moves usually require 2 power gauge stocks to perform. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be super duper interesting. I played it, but I haven't truly played through it. So I just kind of picked it up a little bit just to get a warm and fuzzy on this one. So let's check it out. Wait, hold on. It's a very particular style, but obviously they just reuse a lot of the same thing. Maybe because they use the same hardware instead of trying something new. 2003 was the last one on this hardware. Yes, it was, because after this they jumped from 2003, they jumped to 2006, and 2006 was a 3D one. And then after 2006 they went back to that's when they started actually doing the numbers. And so 11 and 12, those two were those look more like the King of Fighters 2013. That one looks more like that one. But no, you're absolutely right. They started making these shifts within the game after this one. This is the last time they used this art style. Automatic wave hardware. Okay. Oh, Pez knows his stuff. Wait, where are you from again, Pez? If you lived in the Central America area, if you lived in the Philippines, if you lived in a lot of like Korea, this is a very popular. This is very popular within those regions there. Anywho's. Let's go and talk about everything else that we're going to talk about here. Let me adjust some of this stuff. Yeah, see? Boom. Boom. You're from Argentina. Well, granted, it's not Central America. It's South America. I know my geography just a little bit, but you're the northern part of South America. Like, yeah, so it makes sense why. So, all right, so a little history lesson here. The reason why those games were more popular in that area isn't necessarily because like King of Fighters was the end all be all game and they just have a different taste. It's because in those places in some of those places it was less expensive. These arcade cabinets were expensive to ship. They're extremely expensive to ship. And you know what? You go to their local arcades, instead of having, 20 arcade machines, they might have 4, they might have 5. I'm just saying random numbers right now. But it's because when you have those with the hardware with SNK, you can put up to 4 games in one arcade cabinet, and then it's very easy to switch out the cartridges to those games. That's where the 3DO comes. No, not the 3DO, the Neo Geo. The Neo Geo literally takes the arcade cartridges that they use, and you stick it in the game, and boom, you have your home console. And that's why the games were like $300, because they were literally selling you the arcade part to make the arcade work. So over there, it's cheap. It was cheaper. Instead of buying a $3,000 arcade machine, what they do is buy a $1,500 arcade machine, right? Roughly $1,500, and then $300 cartridge here, $300 here, $300 here, $300 there, and when a new game comes in, boom, I'll buy that for $300, but I'm not paying $2,000, and that's what Street Fighter was. Street Fighter was extremely expensive. Yo, Drolic. Yo, welcome to the stage. Here comes Drolic. What's up, brother? How's it going, man? So with King of Fighters 2003 here, that's the reason why Pez has such fond memories of the King of Fighters 2003. Don't argue with me, because I will pull it up. Drolic, I hope all is well, brother. I hope all is well. So let's get over here and check out. Let's check it out. What? You know what? Y'all don't know nothing about that. All right, so the very first thing that we're going to rate here, is its intro and, of course, the character select screen. So let's just jump right into this thing. Let me change my TV here. Mexico is one of the King of Fighters' second homes. Part of the last years of Neo Geo after the bankruptcy. A lot of Latins work with SNK made this. Yes, and that was 2001. King of Fighters 2001. That's when they went bankrupt and they sold their company, and then Playmore came in 2002. So, yes, you're at video game history is so freaking interesting, right? Just understanding why a game is the way it is. So we're starting from the top here. Let's check out the intro. They're sending out a letter again. I remember they had this come out on the Wii U. This is really cool. That's Ash right there. See how controversial he is for that time? 2003, that's when the Boondocks were like, hey, you didn't say pause. Oh, this is very similar to the other one. When Iori and Ryo had their back to each other. And this is interesting. This kind of tells you what's going on with the story right there. With Ash being as evil as he is. Spoiled rich kid. That's pretty much what he is. With this one, I don't know. This is a harder one. This is a harder one to judge. I'm gonna have a harder one judging this one, and here's the reason why. Because I feel like with this, I've seen it all. It's kind of like rating, Street Fighter V the last 7 years, right? 7 years. Street Fighter V had seasons and they had major game releases, right? In different versions. So you had Championship Edition, you had Arcade Edition, then you had 3 or 4 seasons, right? And I feel like with King of Fighters, if they released this type of game now, it would be more like seasons and versions of the game, and not saying that it's a totally brand new game. So with that being said, the way they're doing this and having these new intros and stuff like that, I'm honestly not feeling this one. I'm pretty sure you guys might be like, but CJ, I'm like, yeah, is what it is, man. I'm just not feeling this one. This one is it tells the story, but this is about a 15. About a 15. That's what I'm gonna stand on. I'm gonna stand on that. NGL, this is the intro. Really? Dog, I think I've seen it's this intro. The intro for this one is not iconic. It is what it is. Like, and that's why I do rate that fighter, because we rated so many games, seen so many intros, and it's like, boom, this one's iconic and this one's not. The music isn't there. It doesn't have any bass. You know how I feel about the bass in this game. I'm not a fan of the music. And then it tells some of the story and tells you some of the things that you should expect. But at the same time, this one doesn't get me excited like some of the other King of Fighters, and for that matter, some of the other fighting games that are out. So I can't give it the typical 17. I don't think there's not too many fighting game intros that are perfect. But if I saw this in the arcade, I think with this one, I think I'd walk past it. It's like what is this? You're handing out letters. I know that you're the bad guy. I see some recognizable faces. I'm just not feeling it. Rage of the Dragon is made for some Latin people. The game that is basically Double Dragon spiritual fighting. Yeah. I know that one. Oh, you thinking about You Back Then? Yes, that is a he. That's why it was so controversial, Seabrooks. Remember what time it was. You got to understand the time that we were living in 2003. If it was the slightest bit of any type of homosexual cross-dressing gay thing, we were like, nah, but it is what it is. That's what it was during that time. That's exactly what it was. Hey, that's gay, man. I ain't with that. We ain't doing that. Hey, chill. So it was extremely controversial during that time, and Ash gets a lot of flack and a lot of hate, yo. Got to show us some gameplay before you rate. I am going to show you. I'm just showing you the intro. The intro is the very first thing you see, so I make sure that I get that. So whatever your mama. It's not my son. All right, so let's keep it going. So I'm going to pump some quarters. Wait, hold on. Don't judge me, because we're trying to get through the game, right? So we can rate it. Oh, okay, it's on the right level. All right, so here we go. Put some quarters in. Oh, you should already know. Hey, everybody here knows what I'm gonna rate the music. So let's not pretend. Oh, so they got, all right, change players. That's what's up. So they have where you change your players and do the special attacks. Again, I am a King of Fighters guy, so I'm gonna, not King of Fighters, Art of Fighting guy. So I'm gonna pick the Art of Fighting team for this one. Again, I do mix it up sometimes, but I want to see the actual ending. See, boom! Look, Roberto has a new outfit.
Ready, go!
I like that. So it doesn't let you continue on like a Dragon Ball Fighters or anything like that, but yeah, it doesn't do like Dragon Ball Fighters, but that's okay. Smack her up a little bit. It doesn't even do like a Marvel vs. Capcom, but you are able to switch your characters out, and that's cool. But if you get hit, obviously, you won't be able to call them. So that's what makes this really cool. I'm just slapping the crap out of him. Let's go. Oh, you got tired of me doing that. Let's go. Ah. Oh. I didn't know he had that. That's new. That's very new for Robert. That's like King's little kick thing there. Oh. Yes, Sakura does have that exact outfit. But Yuri, again, Yuri came out first. Okay, so real rap. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is top 5, right? Yeah, yes, I will agree with that, but I haven't been able to rate it because they don't have it on PC. I'll probably go to that one. I forgot what it's called. They have a website that's out that you can play it, no problem. I forgot what it's called. I just haven't been able to. Let me rephrase. I haven't had the desire to try to figure out that emulator, but it has like all the good emulators out there. But we can rate it though. Don't mind. But we would have to do it in a series though. Dina, there she is. Yeah, we would have to do the whole series, starting with X-Men, Children of the Atom, and then going with Marvel vs. Capcom, the original one, and then was Marvel vs. Street Fighter, then Marvel vs. Capcom, then Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and then we got to do Marvel Infinite. We got to do all of them. That's kind of what I'm doing right here. And I wish I did that for all the Mortal Kombats. I did all the I think I did all of them. All the Killer Instincts. Can't let these guys up. Oh, I missed them. Do I hear myself? No, it is what it is. Like there is no console right now that has it either. Unless you have your Xbox 360 and you never deleted the game in the first place, you do not have Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Why? Why would I skip it? I think it deserves some love. Deserves some praise.
You win.
Oh, Infinite. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Yes, Maximilian Dude. I swear to God, someone at Capcom went to Maximilian Dude and was like, yo, Max, hey, we would like for you to play Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite again and just kind of focus on it and tell everybody it's fun. And he did. And he's like, guys, listen, it's fun. All right, I'm done playing it.
Ready, go!
I like this stage. This stage is pretty cool. This one, because it's not a, even though it was Dream Match, right? We had those dream matches and stuff like that. I still think I want to see. Oh, these are all their. Oh, these are all the. Oh, son of a gun. These are all the Rios. There goes some nostalgia music right there. Oh, that's not multiple Rios. That's his actual life bar. It's 3 life bars. Jesus Christ, man. Slap him up. Here we are.
You win.
Yeah. I'm starting with the ones I don't play that much. There you go. But I plan on getting into King of Fighters 15 pretty heavy. Hopefully I can. You guys know I'm a Tekken guy first and foremost, followed by Mortal Kombat, and I'm getting into the 2D fighters aggressively now. Because I'm like, why not? I want to get good at the 2D fighters. Another one I want to do a rating for is because I got all of them is Blaze Blue and what is it? Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear, the original Guilty Gear is hard as crap. Because I was doing something very similar with that one, and I couldn't get past the first Guilty Gear. It was freaking ridiculous. Like I got to Justice. Well, I beat Testament. I got to Justice, and Justice was just way too much. It was overwhelming. Overwhelming character, bro. Talking about boss rage. Jeez. Ooh. Oh. Here we are.
KO.
Oh no, it's Evil Ryu. And that's what you, honestly, Ryo, Kyo is like an Evil Ryu technically, right? They have some similarities there. I don't disagree with you. Yeah, they made this one a lot easier than all the other ones. I think some of that's because they wanted people to keep on putting quarters in their game. Because like I think that's some of the problem with SNK in general for America, and because it was too hard. That's the reason why we don't have we have a different Mario game. Mario 2 was different in Japan, and we call it the Lost Levels because they're like, yo, the Americans, they're not about that life. That game is hard for no reason. You have mushrooms that trick you and all sorts of stuff like that. They're not gonna enjoy that.
You win.
No, Seabrooks, they're not. Yeah, you have to really sit down and focus on a game like Guilty Gear and like study it. Like Street Fighter, you can play it casually and not study it per se, but like, and just like, oh, okay, and you figure it out as you go. You actually gotta like pay attention to what's going on and actually do all the little mechanics that go along with Guilty Gear. It's freaking ridiculous. Oh, I'm not even paying attention to the story. So see, this is what I'm talking about. They have a little story. They have these little cutscenes. But this is like no different than Pac-Man. Pac-Man has a little cutscene story. Does it count? I don't know. But it helps you understand what's going on. And it's not that bad. It's really not. But it's not comparing it to like something like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and Tekken and their stories. That as of now, that's why I can't give it a high rating. He looks like King with... What's going on here? He looks like King with no boobies. Ah, jeez. Wow, he's just all over the place, isn't he? Oh, run into that, my friend. Yeah, they need to go ahead and do a Marvel versus, not Marvel, Capcom versus SNK. I would love to see that. A part 3. Like, I got some for your Rushdown King. Got these little fists. Oh, I missed it. See what I'm saying though, Seabrooks? Robert right there, he has a new outfit. Why can't other characters have new outfits? That's all I'm saying. Stop, Rose. You must fight again. Those are Rugul's sons? I didn't know that. There's one of the last clones of Kyo from 99. I think is also an enemy of K99. Was that it?
Game over.
Oh. What? That was very anticlimactic. Yes, that just ended. I don't like that. Well, let's go ahead and rate it. Let's go ahead and rate this thing, guys. I'm trying to think here. All right, I know what I want to say. So we're gonna go in and rate it now. All right. This part you've been waiting for. A character select screen, that's low. There's nothing to write home to. That's about a 9. I can kind of see why nobody talks about 2003 like really at all. Character viability, they have a lot of good characters. They have quite a bunch. What, 37 on some characters? I'm good with that. But there's a lot of them, and they have different moves, and I'm good with that. But they keep on using the same thing. There's not a whole lot of characters that they introduced here. So how about that? Give it a 15. Character design, 12. Well, and here's the reason why. They keep on using the same sprites here, and I don't think I like that they keep on using the same sprites. It's time to upgrade and improve on your characters also. The game design as a whole, I like the back. Wait, hold on. Yeah, backgrounds are cool. 13. Game mechanics here. It's new, it's different, but I think they missed the ball here, man. They 18. They missed the ball. And here's the reason why I say 18 and they missed the ball, because they don't like in the middle of a combo that you're not swapping out your character. You don't have to me, just playing off that one go through, I'm pretty sure there's some other strategy and stuff like that. But to me, there's not any real true strategy. So like when you're doing a Dragon Ball Z, for example, Dragon Ball Fighters, there's some strategy in the order you bring them out to fight. There's a strategy in the order that you bring them out to fight for Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or some of the other stuff that's out there. This one, they did the gimmick just for the sake of doing the gimmick, and I don't think I like that at all. So and it's kind of whack, and it plays just like all the other ones. I guess it makes it easy for everybody that's a regular player for this, but I'm kind of not feeling that. Character customizations before. Music, you guys already know how I feel about this music here. 11. It's improved. It's not great. Outro and game ending, no. That's it. That's an 8. No, this is 7. I was extremely disappointed there. I was like, I looked over here and then it was done. Replay value, I don't think I'll play this game again. I really don't think I'll play it again. Let's go with the 8. And then the overall look and feel of this game, I really don't know what to say to it. I mean, I don't want to play it again because it's not good. Like, if this was my only option and all the other ones didn't exist, I'm like, oh, cool, that's what's up. But this is something that I would back in that time We had Hollywood Video. We had Blockbuster Video. I would definitely, inevitably, go to the movie rental place, Blockbuster or Hollywood, and I would rent this first, and then I would never buy it again. That's what I would do, or I would trade it in. Yeah, it's hard to watch. Yeah, exactly. So let's go 27, because it doesn't look bad. It's just like, this ain't the one, baby. This ain't one. Gameplay, emotes, 0. Story, it has a little story, cutscenes. I ain't feeling this story though. Online gameplay, again, it gets a 10 because it was before 2009. And then, was it good for its time? No. Be 1. I'm not gonna give it a 0, but 1. It's for what was out during that time, 2003. I'm gonna have to say no. I'm definitely gonna have to say no. And then, boom, see, it passed. It's still a passing grade. We can't be upset at that. This is still a passing grade. We have, it's a 70. It's a C. It's not a D. You're not gonna come home, and get your parents upset with a C on your report card. So this is C-. That's not bad, guys, but this just wasn't the one. This was not the one, guys. It is what it is. So with that, guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll respond, and we could go back and forth about whether we should give it a little bit more points, or should we give it less points? Was it good for its time? Was it not? Let me know in the comments. We can discuss. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace. Hey, you made it this far. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you like this video right here. Also, follow me on my social media platforms that I have there: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, even Twitch. MD Soul, everything. Thanks. Have a good one, y'all.